investing, what it is, why you should do it, and, a strange story about being 7 and knowing it's a great idea, right? Okay, so here's the thing, is that investing is about making worth, value, or power have a manner of agency. And what that actually means is just having something do something for you that is distinct from yourself, outside of yourself. So it's functioning whether you do anything else or not. And the good news is so you have a couple things to your advantage, right? So you have DCA, dollar cost averaging, right? So this is really cool because say that you're buying any particular thing, some investment, right? It means that over a period of time you will buy at an average price. And this is actually really good for you because sometimes you're going to be buying low, sometimes you're going to be buying high, sometimes you're going to be buying in the middle, and then you get an average price. And so then when you go to sell, which, you're an investor, right? So selling is cool in terms of many other things. Like if you have a good or commodity, great, sell it, But when you're talking about investments, right, things that work for you, selling might not always be the best idea, even if there's blood in the street, right? And it's yours. Even if there's blood in the street and it's yours, might not be the best time to sell. Yeah, but you're going to come up with that determinacy, when the time comes. But oftentimes, like if there is blood in the street and it's yours, right? It means that that your work or whatever has taken a great loss, okay? Not an ordinary loss, but some sort of great loss. So it might be time to double down if you think that that's actually a good investment, right? But the thing is that, hey, it might not be. And you might need to rethink your strategy too. And you know what? If you lose everything, don't lose everything. Try not to lose, you want to lose as little as possible, but take risks. No risks, no rewards. Unfortunately, we live in a society where some degree of gambling or risk is actually part of the course. And if you do not participate in those things, you can't participate in the rewards of investing. Okay? So how do you do it? Well, it's actually, it's pretty easy. One, you can invest in yourself. So you invest in yourself through your knowledge, through your skill, through your abilities, right? So this is all great. This you're going to have to do no matter what. And then you further, you need to like raise some boats, right? So it's not just about raising yourself or being the best that you can be. It's like, how can you help your friends and family? How can you help them be the best that they can be? And sometimes the best way is just to be and to do, right? Because you can say anything, and people often do. But when they know and they see that something's happening, they start paying attention, and maybe they'll observe the results, right? And it doesn't mean that they're going to change much. It doesn't mean that they're going to change a little, but the thing is, at least you know that to some degree, if you were leading the course, therefore investing, right? Also investing, creating this agency external to yourself, you know what? They're all a little bit better than where they were. So you if you're talking about stocks and bonds and things of that nature, right? Capital. You need capital, but you don't necessarily need a lot, because now what you have is not just dollar cost averaging, but you have money over time, right? So because of compounding, your money will grow, and at some point it will, instead of having, since it's organic growth, right? And organic growth is really, really, really slow in the beginning, and then explosive at the tipping point. And that's why we're currently having some of the concerns that we have in the world, is that we are reaching tipping points where exponential things happen, and they have happened and they are happening. And so your money can do the same thing. Your wealth, your spirit, your mind, right? It really depends on what you're investing in, right? But I'm definitely talking about also, like, investing in your own personal business. What is it that you do? Okay, and you know what? If you're into realty, you know about it, okay? And then start to have stock in it, okay? Work with other people who are good at it, and there, in terms of investing in markets and things of that nature, there are plenty of people, and yes, you can examine many, many things, right? But there is some degree of, throwing a dart at a dartboard and seeing what's going to shake out. Because guess what? You can predict the future to some degree, if you have some awareness of what are the particular trends that are going to occur over time. That's where you can actually really make your money super work for you. So you buy something 10 years ago that you kind of have some awareness of some of the projects they're doing, and then that at a certain point all of those fruits are ripe. That 10 years down the road those fruits are ripe. Maybe you pare back. You actually put that money in your accounts. You have that money available to you to do other things, to start new, other ventures, whatever they may be. And lots of times people put these things, like if they're making a game or they're doing something else, this comes in form of investing in a business. And the reason why they invest in a business is because that way they can invest in teams, okay? Because they know they can't do everything themselves. That's part of the reason why they're investing. Is so that they can actually make more happen than they could do with their own physical time, their own physical skin, and their space. So I want you to be free. I want you to have intellectual property if that's what you're shooting for. I want you to have a family if that's what you're shooting for. I want you to create great technology if that's what you're shooting for. Invest in all those things, right? Any of those things. All of those things are worth investing in. Invest in yourself. Take the time out and invest your capital to build capital so that when you're sleeping, you can make some money so you don't have to work all the years of your life. Thank you.